Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm back with another interesting gadget. This one looks a little bit weird, potentially useful, but also has mixed reviews. It is an 8-in-1 kitchen gadget that stacks into the shape of a wine bottle. But does it really work? Let's find out in today's video. All right, so here it is. It's relatively inexpensive. I think I paid about 12 bucks for this. I opened it up earlier to take a look at it. The packaging is right here. The wording is really bad. It's kind of hard to really get through all of it. It's actually kind of almost entertaining how badly worded everything is. I also like how this sheet of paper in here actually starts off by saying, maybe our products are not 100% perfect, so at least they know. But let's take a look at what we got here now. On the top is a funnel. And you have this silicone tip here which kind of switches around, so you can actually use it like that. That's pretty straightforward. Besides the one on the top and the bottom, they can go in any order. Right now we have a lemon juicer, that's actually pretty basic. Kind of small, but it's pretty self-explanatory. They say this is a bottle opener. They actually mean jar opener. This is a jar opener, not a bottle opener. But I'm gonna try it on a bottle just to see how it works. Next up is a very small cheese grater. They got some arrows here to tell you which direction to go. It's pretty small, but maybe it works. This one they call an egg pulverizer. I believe they mean it's an egg masher. Pictures online show it mashing eggs, so we'll see how that works. The next one they say is a seasoning grinder. It's really just a ginger grater. It's very small, but maybe it'll work. All right, the final tool here is an egg separator. That looks like it might work. That looks pretty basic, and that seems to be one of the few tools that people online say work pretty well. And finally, you have this measuring cup, which is only in milliliters. And somewhere on the packaging here, they tell you not to scrub it too hard or the lettering will come off. So you gotta be careful about that. All right, so besides the funnel, I'm gonna go right here in order. So take the funnel off and we're gonna start off with the lemon juicer. And I'm gonna use their measuring cup to collect the juice. Now I should point out that I noticed in the measuring cup, it's only in milliliters. For the rest of the world, that's great. For here in America, we'd probably rather a different measuring system than that. But let's see what we got. I've got a half a lemon and a half an orange, and we'll see how they both work. First up, a lemon half. All right, well, this feels pretty standard. I've used lemon squeezers like this before, and yeah, not bad. It's nothing extraordinary about it, but it's certainly acceptable. It did catch the seeds, so that's pretty good. Let's try the orange now. Although I think the orange is seedless, so I won't get any seeds in there. Let's see how it juices it though. All right, you know, not terrible. I mean, I'm not sure if it's as good as the Flooser from Dream Farm, but you know, it's a standard, not too bad citrus juicer. And it did collect some of the pulp and some of the seeds. So I think, you know, for a basic lemon juicer, not too bad really. Let's move over to the funnel now, because this could potentially be difficult, right? Let's switch this over. I don't know how a funnel could really be messed up, but in this case, it wasn't. So, you know, it seems like a pretty standard funnel. Really, nothing out of the ordinary about that. So far, we're already a couple minutes in, and we've already got 2 of them done. Let me see, can I get more? Okay, now, there is still some juice left in there, so it's not a perfect juicer, but, you know, it's not bad. It's not terrible. Well, so far, a quick test of 2 of them. It's not really terrible. Not the best I've ever used, but not terrible. Let's go down the list here. Now, this one I'm a little bit skeptical about, because this is what they call a bottle opener. They mean jar opener, but it can't stretch, so it has to be this size or smaller. I have a standard jar of marinara here. Now it looks like this is gonna fit right over it, just the perfect size, and when that's the case, I think it's actually gonna be perfect. Oh yeah, that was actually pretty good. That took no force. How about something smaller like these bouillon cubes here? See, now it's a little bit too big for that, but let me just squeeze onto it. Okay, that one came off as well. Let's keep going smaller and smaller here. We've got some pepperoncinis here. Once again, it's a little bit too large for it, but I think you can just squeeze onto it and open the jar. It's a little bit awkward, but you know what? It worked. Now what if we get something even smaller? How about something like this? These can be difficult to open, but this is huge. Let's see, it's a little bit strange. Like, how do you even do that? Like, do it like this? I don't know. Oh, I guess it does work. It does work. When I'm not dropping it, it works. All right, something even smaller. Let's see how we got here. It seems like it's kind of good to just wrap it around there. Oh, I didn't even have to grab onto the top here. The big con of this one is that it's limited in size. You have a big jar of pickles, not gonna fit. Anything that'll fit into, it seems like it works pretty well. All right, so far it's not really doing as bad as I thought it might, so let's just keep going and see what else we got. All right, next up would be the cheese grater, and honestly, I'm not real confident about this one. I'm a little bit skeptical about the cheese. It's just so small. Look at the size of this thing. Let me just see what we got here. Now, the arrows here are pointing to go this direction, so I want to kind of go down. Okay, that's what I'm seeing from that side. Let's see what we got. Let's see how fine this is. This is very fine. Look how fine that is. The holes are so small on here that this would take a long time. If we had a larger surface, it would also be better as well, but you can see just how small that cheese is that it grates. It's a very small, stringy cheese. I guess if you want cheese that size, it would be a good thing. If you don't, some people like a little bit more coarse cheese. That's very fine. Let's try a different kind of cheese here, see what we got. It's just a little bit awkward. It's just kind of awkward. It's not the best. You have so little space. They have this lip here that prevents you from going above and below it. So you have a really small area. I don't think this is the best cheese grater I ever used. I don't even think it's a very good cheese grater. It's just not a good grater. It works, but wow, that's a lot of work for how little I got there. There's other graters that are significantly better than this one, but I mean, it works, just not that well. All right, next on the pile here is this egg masher. Let's try mashing an egg and see what happens. I'm thinking the way this is rounded on the bottom, it's kind of rounded this way. So I'm thinking because it's rounded like that we're just gonna press it straight down. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's give it a shot. And here we go. Oh, it's just smashing it. Someone on Amazon said that this masher is not sharp whatsoever and it just smashes it. Now I see what they're talking about. Look at this, when you press it down, it's not even cutting through. These are not sharp edges. These are not sharp edges to cut through there. I'm literally just smashing it. It seems like I've gotten worse and worse with each one of these tools. I'm gonna make it work. I don't care what happens, I'm smashing this thing right now. Ugh. Ugh. That looks so bad. Wow, that is a complete disaster. I don't know about that. Let me try this one more time now. On the Amazon page, they show an egg cut this way, being pressed down into the cup. Let me try their technique and see if it's any better. Half of a hard-boiled egg. They were showing just pressing through it with their hand. It's like, come on. It's not elegant. I guess I'll just try it. Let me see. We got, maybe, I don't know. I guess it's better. I guess it's better. Let me try this one more time. There's probably better ways of doing it than this. I guess it'll work. You know, the final result's better than what I did, so maybe that's the way to do it. Cut it in half first. All right, so I guess I would probably use a fork or a potato masher, but I guess if you have it, it could work. All right, now this is just a ginger grater. That's all it really is. So it should be pretty basic. All you should be able to do is just move back and forth. Let's see. I mean, it is working. It's not working very well, but it is working. I think the problem is these teeth aren't very tall. I think that the teeth need to be a little bit taller than that. Some of the ginger graters I've seen, the teeth are 3 times that size. But on the other hand, it is working. For down and dirty ginger grater, you don't want to have a separate item for that. It might work. It might be slow, but it will work. All right, we're kind of flying through these. The last item is the egg separator. This one seems to have some of the better reviews on Amazon, so maybe I saved the best for last. We shall see. It's a pretty simple design. You just crack it into there, and hopefully the yolk stays on top. Here we go. Oh, it worked. It worked. Will it stay there? It looks like it's staying there. I think it worked. It did work. We have success. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's try another one here and see what we got. All right, so I think it's gonna work. The way everything else is going, I wasn't sure if this is gonna work, and it did. Whoa. There's something oddly satisfying about that. I don't know what, I don't know why, but it is. All right, so I guess some of them kind of worked better than others, which is kind of what I expected. I'm not convinced it's gonna replace any of the gadgets in your kitchen, but it's kind of a cool display piece. If you have a small kitchen, maybe it would come in handy. It's almost more of a novelty piece than anything, but I'm glad I tried it out. And if you've tried something like this, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.